So, you know, think I've been talking about this quite a lot now. You know what I'm saying? This is one of a whole bunch of videos that I've made already about this topic. And the thing about it is, a lot of guys are just leaving modern day dating in general or commitments, and they're switching to the more pump and dump type of scenario. You know what I'm saying? They're switching to the more now, even though you guys know that I don't condone pumping and dumping per se. I've said this many times on my platform, right? Because it just creates more problems. But we can all agree that a lot of guys are just like, man, F dating. I'm just gonna pump and dump. I'm just going to have my so-called fun with these young ladies because that's what it seems. Y'all, that's my little my little baby in the background. But that's what a lot of guys are switching to. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really. That's what they're heading more towards because they just don't see the value in so-called commitments. And the thing about it is a lot of chicks get mad about that. They're like, oh man, these dudes don't want to commit and men are dogs and stuff. And that same chick saying that, the same chick saying that, if you look at what she's doing, look at her actions, you'll see TikTok or Instagram, or you'll see her page filled with twerking videos, filled with just over sexualized things, and then she'll be wondering like, why the hell are these guys not taking me seriously? And it's sort of it's kind of insane. I'm trying to think of a word here. It's kind of insane that they have absolutely no idea why guys aren't taking them serious. It's completely absurd if you think about it, because they're like, man, why aren't these guys taking me seriously? Why don't they want commitment? And why don't they want to wife me up? Why don't they want to be my hubby? And you take a look at this young lady's IG, right? You take a look at her TikTok, whatever, all you see is cheeks smacking on the screen, right? All you see here is twerking to the new Gorilla song or Cardi B, Glorilla, Cardi B, all that type of stuff. And it's like, how the hell do you expect men to take you seriously? How did you think men were gonna take you seriously? You dig what I'm saying? You thought guys were really gonna take you seriously, and you've been talking to this guy for months, but this is the 10th twerk video or the 10th story you done posted of you going out on weekends, guzzling drinks, guzzling diz, guzzling all type of stuff. But you want this guy you've been talking to take you seriously, right? You want this guy to like wife you up, and then the worst thing is they're like, oh, no ring, I'm still single. Well, look, if you're going in with that, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna remain single, because that whole no ring and I'm still single, all that sounds like to a guy is, if I don't have a ring, I'm gonna be a hoe. Even though this guy is trying to take things a little further, okay? Even though this guy is trying to take things a little further, you still talking about some no ring. So I'm out here in these streets. You feel me? And the guy himself, and I'm not talking about bullshit, I'm talking about good men. And the guy himself might really be taking that whole talking stage seriously, right? He might be taking it seriously. He might be like, yeah, I'm feeling this girl, I like her. But at the same time, he's like, well, hold on a minute. This chick is this chick is at a club without me for like the umpteenth time this week, you know. And at some point, the guy's gonna be like, "Hey guys, I'm speaking from experience. You know, I'm talking from experience. You got some of you guys could relate. You know, a lot of guys, good, you know, good men, they'll genuinely be into a chick, talking to her, and they might not be official, okay? But if you talking to a chick, you know, a lot of times you're like you trying to see where this is going. But for her, she's still, you know, at some point when you see her go to the club for the 10th time this month and guzzling bottles and partying, of course, first of all, you already know she's with a group of thoughts, or B, a dude. And it's just like, hold on, does this chick really expect me to wife her up? You know what I'm saying? Does she really expect that? And it's like, you just let her go. You let her go. Or what a lot of guys do is how a lot of guys operate with chicks that they don't see as wifey material. And the way men do it is we keep her around as an F buddy. Okay, we keep her around as an F buddy, and that's what a lot of guys are doing now. Now I'll say this one thing as well. Not many guys are really able to do that, right? Not many guys are able to F buddy zone multiple chicks like that. You dig what I'm saying? It's only a few guys that really be doing it like that, because most guys, like I said, most guys are looking for relationships, but there are guys that were prior good men. Okay, they were trying to be good men, but they seen how, not excusing it, right? I'm not excusing this behavior, but they're like F that, and they happen to be somewhat attractive. Okay, and then they're like, you know what, these chicks, I'm not gonna take them serious, and I kind of see that they're effing with me, right? They're effing with me. So why take them serious when when these chicks, I see how they operate, I see how they are on social media, because these chicks tell you who they are on social media. You know, these chicks tell you exactly who they are on social media. You see all these videos about these chicks making jokes of cheating, and oh, when my boyfriend finds out about my other boyfriends and stuff. And then a whole bunch of guys get in a comment section roasting this broad. And all of a sudden she pulls out the whole, oh, it's just a joke. Oh, now it's just a joke. Nah, it's not a joke. A lot of these chicks are telling you exactly who they are. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you exactly how they operate. Tell you exactly how they operate. Women act differently around different men. Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. But what I'm saying is, for the most part, they're gonna act like that towards the majority of men, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, they're gonna be uh doing some, fellas, let me tell you something. Some of these chicks, I said this in one of my other live streams, some of these chicks have OnlyFans and expect their boyfriend to be okay with it, right? They're like, oh yeah, he shouldn't be insecure. Like, I've literally seen interviews, and of course, this isn't all chicks, right? This is not, I'm not generalizing or labeling all chicks. Okay, LOL, that's wild. It's wild, but it's true. Guys, I kid you not. A lot of these chicks, the modern mindset of a lot of these chicks is just mind blowing. Like, oh yeah, I got an OnlyFans, and my boyfriend, he gets insecure about it. I'm like, Ma, you're showing your titties to everybody. But you know, of course, it's no talking logic to somebody that's nuts, that's insane. But a lot of these chicks, man, you know, a lot of these chicks have very fucked up. You know, they want to have all of these male friends while they're in relationships, and that's that thing right there. Most guys, uh, you feel me? Most guys are not okay with their chick having male friends. I would say 98%, I would say all guys. And the guys that try to fake in front like they don't have a problem with their chick having male friends, they might be a what's that word? A what a cuck, or they capping, or they're lying. They're lying. They're lying when they say they don't mind their chicks having a male friend. You did? Know what I'm talking about? Because ain't no look, every chick that I've been serious with, I made it straight up off the gate. You have male friends, it's not gonna be good for you, ma. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get dumped like yesterday's trash. Real talk. You're gonna get dumped like yesterday's trash because I'm not gonna sit here. And it's real talk, but a lot of chicks feel like that's okay, even in relationships, even to have, and you can't reason with them. You can't reason with them, a lot of them, because a guy that's coming with boundaries, a guy that has, I don't even mess with chicks like that. They could be sneaking in the camera while y'all smashing and cashing on you. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's, I can't tell you how many chicks I done met that talk about, yeah, I can have male friends and my boyfriend better not say nothing about it. It's true. And fellas, as a side, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys are just using these chicks for fun purposes, for smash purposes. And let me tell you guys something. As a side note, do not ever, right? If you're gonna be in a relationship, do not ever fold or bend on deal breakers like male friends. Do not ever fold or bend. Do not ever let her tell you that you're overreacting or you're over this, or don't. If she tries to do that, then she's not it, dog. She's not it, because the main thing that a woman brings in relationships is respect. Is respect. And unfortunately, dog, a lot of these chicks don't feel like they need to bring that. You know, that's why I'm keeping solo unless I meet and know the marriage type. And yeah, XICK. I don't know if that's supposed to be pronounced a certain way. If it is, I do apologize, right? But it's not all doom and gloom. If you guys follow this channel, you know that it's not all doom and gloom, because I'm in a relationship with a beautiful woman, got a beautiful daughter. She's right here playing. You know what I'm saying? She's right next to me playing. I love my baby to death and I love my relationship. I'm just speaking, because I started this channel out talking about this type of stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm still going because I still see guys struggling with this shit. I still see guys struggling with their girl, doing like having male friends and stuff like that. But that's why a lot of guys, they're just like, let me go out here and let me smash and let me do my thing, because I'll be damned if I put my all into it and a chick is not giving anything in return. Guys, if you are with a chick and you feel like you're doing all of the heavy lifting and she's doing absolutely nothing, and on top of that she's giving you attitude, you need to bounce. Dig what I'm saying? You need to get up out of there, because contrary to popular belief, a lot of channels talk about, the woman just sees the man as a human doing and not a human being. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's if she's not sexually attracted, right? A woman who truly is attracted to you, she is going to put in work too, right? She's gonna make sure the house is clean, you have some shit to eat to go to work. She's gonna make sure you're well and all that stuff. But a lot of like I'm saying though, a lot of these chicks growing up do not do not think like that. Don't think that that's a thing. They think in their head, they think being a good woman is oppressive. Okay. How many of you guys heard that before? How many of you guys heard, oh, this isn't the 50s, right? When you ask a chick to be like when you ask her to do simple shit, because they expect men, they expect us to be work mules. They expect us to go out there, work 12 hours a day. Because fellas, look, in this economy and in the way that these jobs are right now, the whole 8-hour day thing, you'll be lucky to have a job that's 8 hours every day. You'll be lucky if you have a job. Let me tell you guys something. If you have a job that's just 8 hours flat every day, you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these jobs is like more like 9 hours plus. You know what I'm talking about? More like 9 hours plus. And the thing about it is, a lot of these modern chicks. Now, when I say modern, fellas, that's what I mean. I'm only talking about those type of chicks because, like I said, there are good women out there, right? There are good women out there. I'm a living testament. So don't tell me there isn't. It's just more chicks that think in this effed up type of way than there are not. Okay. But they want you as the man to bring home the bacon and do all of this stuff. And if you bring up concerns about it, oh, now you complaining, right? Now you're complaining because you're doing back-breaking work and you working 10 plus hours. But when you tell them to do something, right? Like, hey, look, maybe a meal or two would be cool. Now it's not the 50s anymore. Now you're being a misogynist, right? Now you being a misogynist. Even though you work 10, 9+ hour shifts damn near every single day, okay? You don't work, some days you don't work 12 hours. Some days you don't work 11 hours. Even though you did all of that, oh no, you're a messiah. You know what I'm talking about? Most of these chicks are clingy, nosy, and want mad attention. Plus, they get jealous a lot. Man, let me not even X. I'm gonna just call you. I'm gonna just call you X, big dog. Let me not get started on the whole attention. Oh my God, the need for attention is ridiculous. Bless you, baby. The need for attention is ridiculous. I mean, society, the powers that be, I hate going into Illuminati and shit like that, but the powers that be really did a number on how these chicks operate, because that need for attention is insane, right? And social media, man, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people might disagree, and they're like, oh yeah, it's dating's the same as it was back then and stuff. Man, I don't know. Social media, it made the need for attention for these chicks. It just gluttonous, the need for attention. Like social media, these chicks will do anything for attention on social media, even if they're in a relationship. Even if they're in a relationship, they will do anything for attention. I noticed the younger the woman is, the more feminine she is, the older, the more masculine. And it depends, Sal Barajas. It depends, right? It's like I said, it's nuanced. Not all chicks act like what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the ones that do, because there's a huge number of them. As for the older chicks that act masculine, let me tell you why that is. That is because, first, they didn't have a father figure in their life. Okay. And this is the problem with a lot of younger chicks, too. They didn't have a father figure in their life. Second, they saw how their mama operated. And how did their mama operate? Their mom operated by having a different dude every other month. Okay, dick hopping. Let's just keep it funky, right? Their mama had to basically take on a masculine role. She had to be the protector as well. Okay, and this is no knock on any look, guys. This is no knock on any single mamas because there's great ones out there. Okay, there are some single mamas out there that, hey, look, it really and truly wasn't their fault, but a lot of them know, a good majority, they take on that masculine role because there's no father around. You know what I'm saying? There's no father around, so now they have to be the protector. Now they got to act in that masculine role, right? Now, if they hear a noise late at night, they're the ones that got to get out of bed. They're the ones that got to work 12 plus hours. Now they're the ones that got to work 12 plus hours. So naturally, they take on that role, and guess who's seeing all this? Her baby girl. Her baby girl seeing all this, and that's who the baby girl models herself after. $5 hot stuff, man. Appreciate you. Hot stuff made here. Can you shout out my bro Ivan Nader on his Age of Empire championship? I feel like that's a game. I'm pretty sure that's a game. Shout out Ivan Nader on his Age of Empire championship. That's what's up, bro. Shout out to my gamers, dog. Shout out to my gamers because at first I used to have this, you know what I'm saying, this misconception about y'all. But hey, look, if gaming is your thing, one thing I'm gonna say to my gamer guys, if you're gonna game on, brother. But just make sure that you hitting that your physique, right? Make sure you're keeping your physique in order and making sure you keeping your finances and stuff somewhat in order, because you don't got to be a millionaire, but stay on your shit. That's all I'm saying. But shout out Hot Stuff made here for his $5 chat. Appreciate you, brother. Know what I'm talking about. But back to what I was saying, man. When a young girl seeing her mama act that way, that's exactly the characteristics that she's gonna take up. And this is, man, this is prevalent in urban communities. If you guys have been watching me for a while, I've talked about this at nauseum. I've talked about this shit at nauseum. I'm from Houston. This is really bad in urban communities. Single motherhood, and a lot of chicks, you know what I'm saying? Their role models are one, their mama, who acts very masculine, and this is just the way it is, right? And the other role models, unfortunately, are your Cardi B's, your Glorilla, your what other female rappers is there? Not Sweetie, she kind of fell off. Big Lotto, all of these chicks. And unfortunately, these are the role models for a lot of these young ladies. These are the role models for a lot of these young ladies. And what do these female rappers talk about? Right? Guys, I just be listening. Okay. As I got older, I turned into a listener. What are the things that these chicks are talking about in these rap songs? Talking about promiscuity, getting different D's from, I'm gonna get this money. Oh, F this and F that, and I'm gonna F this dude, and he gotta have a long thing. You know what I'm saying? Like these chicks are getting, fellas, men are known to be the pervs, right? We're the ones that are known to be hyper sexual. But man, these chicks, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Man, these chicks are beating us. These chicks are beating us at that. Man, these chicks, look, these chicks will straight up tell you, right, how to deal with a woman trying to disrespect you in front of her friends or out in public. I'm gonna get to that in a second, Adam. But guys, if you got chats, or if you got questions, super chats are appreciated. because I'm already giving y'all free shit anyway. You can look in my archives and all that. But let me tell you guys how these chicks operate nowadays. They will straight up tell you if they find you SUly attractive, they will straight up make the move on you. They will straight up tell you they want some D, right? They'll straight up tell you they want to get pounded. And some of them might tell you that they want another chick to join in. And some of them might tell you they want another guy to join in. You know, I don't do that. You know, like I said, I'm in a relationship, but there were chicks in the past that wanted a choo-choo. And I'm like, Ma, you bugging. You know, shout out to my East Coast dudes. You bugging, Ma. You know what I'm saying? You bugging, Ma. You heard? Shout out to my East Coast guys. But yeah, that's my little baby girl right there. She getting a little cranky. Hey, mama. But they'll straight up tell you, I want to do this and I want to do that. You know, I remember I had a chick one time. It was me and my homeboy there, right? I met her off a dating off an app, right? And at the end of the night, we did our thing. And she was talking about she wanted my friend to join, my homeboy to join in too. I'm like, woo. Woo. Yeah, and they'll tell you straight. They're free to say that type of stuff, So guys are like, man, I'm not taking that seriously. How in the hell am I gonna take that seriously? And as far as the disrespectful shit, right? As far as the disrespectful thing, Adam, don't lose your cool. Just kind of walk off, dog. Just kind of ignore her. Make her feel dumb as hell. Just kind of ignore her. Or if you got a good comeback, get her with that. Like real smooth. I don't know what she's saying to you, but if you got a good comeback, say it and make sure all of her friends hear it. And then after that, you might want to reconsider if you still want to fuck with her or not. Yeah. So with the disrespect thing, man, the thing about it is you don't got to deal with that shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. My baby girl getting cranky. Give me 1 second. Come on, baby. I got you, man. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I'm still a daddy, you know what I'm saying, before anything. I'm still a father before anything. So yeah, a chick being disrespectful to you, first of all, you gotta see, like, hold on, this chick really, respect is everything. I'm gonna say it like that. So really, you really need to walk away from that shit, and you need to ignore the shit out of her. Don't get mad, don't get pissed, but don't be a pushover either. Don't be no pushover either. But yeah, man, and that's the thing, man. That's the thing with a lot of these why a lot of guys just aren't dealing with the shit anymore, because why would someone deal with disrespect and a person is expecting them to be protector, provider, all that stuff. Why would guys deal with disrespect? Or and they shouldn't. They do that just to see the raw man side, and they like that, which is crazy. And yeah, I mean, X. Sometimes there are cases where a chick will poke your but, and this is getting more nuanced. A chick will poke your buttons so you can gorilla fuck her. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just being for real. So you can go ahead and smash the daylights out of her. So you can give her an attitude adjustment. That's kind of more nuanced, right? But the type of disrespect I'm talking about is a lot of these married men deal with it, right? Guys, have you ever seen married men that just constantly get berated by their wife in public? They're just constantly, like the chick is constantly trying to make them feel stupid, right? Their wife is constantly criticizing them, like everything the dude does is wrong. Everything he does is stupid. She might even call him stupid. She might even call him an idiot. She calls him out his name. And that's what a lot of guys are dealing with. That's a lot of married men are dealing with that type of nonsense. And yeah, let me say this: it is their fault for sticking around for that type of BS. Even though I know, hey, look, sometimes it's not it's not easy. The situation is complicated, so he can't just up and walk. I get it, but still, a lot of guys are dealing with that shit. They're like their wife's doormat. You hear all these guys. Do you know any men in real life who are having women problems? Do you refer them to your videos? I this is why I make these videos, right? This is why I make these videos. And as far as refer them to my videos, no, I don't push my channel onto nobody. I don't even push my advice. Guys, all the shit that you see me talk about on these videos is really for YouTube. Because let me tell you something about most guys. Let me tell you something about most guys. Their ego is they probably watching. Some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them actually told me they watch like in real life. They're like, damn, Tarek, you got a YouTube channel. Yeah, some of them are watching. But for the most part, most guys got big ass egos. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. And they don't want to, even though they complain about their chick every day, they don't want to hear like solutions. They just want to keep complaining about it because they're like, oh no, that don't work. I'm gonna keep doing it my way. So, I don't push my advice, dog. And as far as but people on the internet that watch my videos have told me that my videos have helped them out a lot. They told me that. Like I've gotten DMs, man, your channel helped me out so much. I started hitting the gym. I started focusing on bigger, better things. And this is exactly why I be making these type of videos. This is exactly why I make these type of videos, because I know someone somewhere out there is gonna be like, okay, maybe I do need to stop focusing on chicks and get myself right first. Not saying I'm perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I just learned a thing or two on the way, right? But as far as guys in real life having problems with relationships, bro, I hear it almost every fucking day. I hear it almost every day. Like dudes, um, their chick is doing some suspect type of stuff, and that's why I'm still, even though I'm in a relationship, that's why I still make these videos, because I know a lot of guys out there, they're still out here on the dating scene. And hey, I got a public platform that can help dudes out if it works for them, right? It might not work for everybody, but it works out a lot. And I tell guys, um, Adam, I just answered that question. How to handle a woman saying embarrassing things to you out in public. Ignore her, and then dump the broad, right? I mean, I don't know if that's your girlfriend or a chick you're talking to, but annoying, like saying embarrassing stuff to you out in public, ignore her. And when you get with her to the side, right? Pull her to the side and calmly, like I said, calmly tell her that you don't appreciate it and that's highly disrespectful. Or use the pimp slap. Hey man, I don't Tarek had to lay the smackdown one or two times in his life, not in a physical type of way, but in a very stern type of way, letting the bitch know, like, sorry for the language, fellas, sorry for the language, but I had to let him know, like, that what you doing is not cool, and some of them respect it, and some of them don't. Some chicks. And the thing that you need to know, Adam, is if she respects you when you pull her to the side and you tell her calmly, like I said, you calmly tell her that, hey, look, I don't appreciate that. I don't know if you thought it was funny. I don't know if you thought you're being lighthearted, but I don't appreciate how you're talking to me. And if she starts getting an attitude, she's got to bounce. She got to bounce. Because, hey, look, we're all human. We're all going to say, I've said disrespectful shit to my chick. She said disrespectful shit to me. But at the end of the day, we both communicated and we made our peace with it. We apologized. She apologized. I apologized. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But if she starts like, oh, you're insecure and I don't gotta do shit for you and stuff, then that's when you cut her off. And yes, I'm saying this from experience because a lot of guys will tell you to cut a chick off and they really don't. Let me tell you guys something. There was a young lady I was dealing with, very Latina chick. I know a lot of y'all got Latina fetishes and shit like that. But Latina chick, man. I mean, everywhere me and her went, dudes would break their neck trying to look at her. Very attractive chick. Had to cut her loose because at a certain point, she started getting disrespectful. Until one day, I told her to leave my house. I closed the door on her, never spoke to her again. True story. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not telling you guys that it's like some kind of easy feat, but you have to do it. You got to do it, man. If you're talking to a chick and she starts getting out of pocket and disrespecting you, you got to tell her to go. And like I said, a lot of guys, they will, I'm not saying it's right, but a chick that's disrespectful and a chick that's disrespectful, she'll still fuck with you, right? She'll still smash. You guys will still smash. And a lot of guys are like, hey, look, she's disrespectful and smashing is the farthest that it'll go. And then these type of chicks get even more mad when the guy doesn't commit. And then it's like, Ma, why don't you think he don't want to commit? I mean, you talk to dudes any which way, and you think they want to commit? Come on, man. Like, it's insane. And we heard horror stories about divorce. We already know that divorce doesn't treat men kindly. So that's why a lot of men are like, man, I'm not even finna get married. A lot of dudes don't even want to have boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. They just want to keep shit casual. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of these chicks are feeling it. A lot of them are feeling the effects of guys. You could call it MGTOW. You could call it men going their own way, whatever you want to call it. They're starting to feel the effects of it. Now, the thing with MGTOW and these type of movements is there's two factions to this ideology, right? The first is the monk mode. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I went monk mode for a little bit. Best thing I ever did because I really got in tune with myself, right? I gave up smoking and drinking. No offense to my smokers and drinkers. If that's y'all thing, go ahead and do it, right? I gave that up. Um, Started journaling, right? Started really focusing on the important stuff in life. Okay. Now that's one route. The monk mode is not dealing with chicks for a while. And this varies from guy to guy. Some guys might do it month to month. Some guys go monk mode for the rest of their lives, right? They done had a bad breakup, had a bad marriage or whatever, and they just stop dealing with chicks altogether. That's one route. The other is the guy who still messes, who doesn't deal with chicks on a relationship basis, but still has casual fun, right? And number two is probably what a lot of guys would fall into. Okay. Number two is the one that a lot of guys will fall into. And the guys that capitalize on this style of dating, the casual dating, is what you guys would affectionately call Chad, Tyrone, whatever little cute name you want to give them, right? These guys, I'm gonna get to guys. I'm gonna get to these guys, Chads, Tyrones, and all that, and why a lot of you guys be hating on them. But you guys really, those guys are really getting revenge for y'all, right? But word, they hate casual flings now. LOL with their single ass. Yeah, they at some point they get tired of getting passed around, right? They get tired of being passed around. Then they want a relationship, right? But like I was saying, I'm getting back to these Chads and Tyrones. These Chads and Tyrones are treating these chicks how these chicks treat most guys, right? And how is that? Uh Making them their side piece, right? A lot of these chicks get side pieced because they're going after a guy that a whole bunch of other chicks want, right? Second, these dudes are leaving these chicks on red. And this is something that not most men can do, right? Not most men are the ones that leave chicks on red. It's usually the other way around. But these Chads and Tyrones, they're the ones doing that. You feel me? They're the ones leaving them on red. They're the ones leaving their messages unread, all this type of stuff, right? And these guys are the main ones capitalizing over this day and age right now where a lot of these chicks are promiscuous. Okay. And these Chaz and Tyrones are like, hey, look, if you want to be freaky, that's what's up. I'll grant you your wish. But don't expect no relationship. Don't expect no relationship out of it. And the weird thing is that a lot of these chicks want relationships with the guys that don't want a relationship. Because you'll have a good man, a man that's truly has a good heart that wants a relationship, and they'll avoid that dude like the plague. But the Chad or the Tyrone, whatever you want to, or the ladies man, whatever you want to call them, that runs away from relationships like the damn plague. Those chicks want him so bad. They want to try to change him, right? And we've all heard the old saying of, you can't turn a hoe to a housewife. In this case, these chicks are trying to turn these players into husbands. It's backward, man. It's backwards, dog. It really is. Right? Yeah, man. But anyway,